Have you ever wondered what goes on between two of the biggest rock stars when they talk to each other? Today, in a surprising and engrossing conversation, Bruce Springsteen finally discusses Van Morrison. Stay with us through to the very end because you will discover stories and insights that will captivate you from start to finish. Bruce Springsteen is renowned for his passionate songs and insightful lyrics, and his fans throughout the world respect his point of view. His recent comments on Van Morrison have stirred and sparked curiosity in the music industry, despite the fact that he has been silent about many things over the years. In this film, we will analyze his statements, investigate the backgrounds of both artists, and try to figure out what he really intended. If you like learning the little-known stories of great musicians and hearing unvarnished opinions that are rarely voiced, you're in the right place. Van Morrison has had a big influence on the music business with his deep voice and unique blend of rock, blues, and folk. His melodies have inspired millions of people since the 1960s and continue to inspire new generations of music lovers. Throughout his long and distinguished career, Van Morrison has remained mysterious, letting his music do the talking while keeping his deepest feelings and ideas to himself. Bruce Springsteen's subsequent discussion of his thoughts on Van Morrison therefore resonates deeply with both fans and other musicians. In a recent interview that attracted media notice, Springsteen finally broke his long-standing silence and expressed his true sentiments regarding Van Morrison. He talked on how Morrison's music has helped him reflect throughout the years, and how music can bring people from different genres and backgrounds together. Bruce expressed his admiration for the depth and intensity of Van Morrison's songs. He noted that despite the differences in their methods, the pure passion and honesty that both artists bring to their work is extremely rare and challenging to discover in today's fast-paced society. His comments struck a chord with those who appreciate the soulful essence of real music. Springsteen talked about how he first heard Van Morrison's songs when he was just starting out as a musician. He recalled listening to music that had a certain magic, a sound that instantly brought him into contact with life's deeper facets. Bruce asserted that Morrison's ability to blend joy and melancholy in his songs has influenced him and many other musicians. He explained that this early experience shaped his own musical growth and motivated him to write about themes of suffering, optimism, and human connection. There is no doubt that Van Morrison's songs have had a significant impact on Bruce Springsteen's life. They also talked about the challenges that both artists have faced throughout the years. Being in the spotlight isn't always easy, Bruce acknowledged. Despite their fame and success, he and Van Morrison have experienced personal hardships as well as the strain of expectations from both fans and critics. Springsteen emphasized that overcoming those challenges is what gives their music even more beauty and genuineness. He underlined that because music portrays the pure, unadulterated reality of life, both positive and negative, it is approachable and genuine. His reflections on these challenges serve as a reminder that all great artists have experienced life's highs and lows. One of the most intriguing parts of Springsteen's comments was his claim that the true power of music lies in its ability to evolve over time. According to him, some legends choose to keep a consistent sound, while artists like Van Morrison constantly explore and experiment with new forms of expression. Bruce says this evolution is typical of any long-term musical career. It is a journey of introspection, growth, and perhaps even self-reinvention. Because it shows that true artistry never remains the same, fans of both artists may identify with this idea of change over time. Springsteen also talked about his personal memories of sharing the stage with Van Morrison or witnessing his live performances. He described those moments as magical experiences that allowed him to share the pure love of live music with the audience. Bruce's comments perfectly captured the special energy that penetrates a performance venue when well-known voices come together in spirit. This energy, he explained, is what drives him to keep writing songs and building stronger relationships with his fans. His genuine admiration for these live performances serves as a reminder that people from all walks of life are united by the universal experience of music. Bruce Springsteen didn't hold back when talking about how Van Morrison has influenced him as an artist. He clarified that Morrison's songs have a timeless quality that makes them seem as fresh and relevant today as they did decades ago. The honesty of Van Morrison's lyrics and melodies captures the core of what it means to be human. In a world where pop and gaudy productions usually take center stage, Bruce finds comfort and inspiration in Morrison's music's simplicity and soulfulness. He asserts that the bond that artists who are willing to be vulnerable with their work have with their audience is unmatched by any other form of expression. As the conversation went on, Bruce also brought up Van Morrison's broader influence on the music industry. According to him, Morrison's ability to combine a variety of genres to create something completely unique has inspired many musicians who have followed in their footsteps. Because of this blending of styles, many musicians can now experiment with new sounds without feeling bound by traditional constraints. Bruce's comments serve as an encouragement to appreciate the range of musical genres and the different paths that lead to true art. His admiration for Van Morrison's creative growth is evident, and it has sparked fresh discussions among music enthusiasts who are prepared to uphold the heritage of great music. Springsteen's comments were shockingly honest and straightforward, despite the fact that some might have expected harsh criticism or lengthy analysis. He decided to focus on what matters most, which are the durability of an artist's work and musical integrity. His reflections show that his adoration for Van Morrison is not founded on competition, but rather on respect for an artist who has paved the way for innumerable others. Bruce's comments serve as a reminder that music is not a zero-sum game, but rather a celebration of creation with boundless possibilities. As we get to the end of our discussion on this fascinating topic, it is important to recognize that the diversity of musical voices benefits the music business. Bruce Springsteen's choice to speak out about Van Morrison is more than just a news story. It encourages us all to listen more intently to the music we love and appreciate its history. It challenges us to consider the artists who have impacted our lives and to honor the journeys they have taken. Every phrase, note, and song attests to the pleasures, difficulties, and growth of a creative spirit. If you've followed along so far, you know that moments like these are special gems in the history of music. Bruce Springsteen's open and honest comments on Van Morrison shed light on a little-known facet of the music industry, the relationship between musicians who encourage and support one another. The conversation serves as a reminder that no matter how far we travel, the impact of great art never goes away. All music lovers are urged to listen carefully, understand every emotion, and uphold the value of authenticity in our day-to-day interactions. Thank you for following along as we examine Bruce Springsteen's frank remarks. His remarks regarding Van Morrison provide us a glimpse of what makes great music timeless. We hope you enjoyed the in-depth examination and were inspired to discover more about the history of the songs and artists you love. To absorb all of the concepts and revelations presented today, stay tuned until the very end. Every moment has a lesson, and every piece of music has a story that may guide, calm, and bring us together. Watch the remainder of the video and allow these words to remind you of the power of music to change people's lives and touch their hearts.